And welcome back, everybody, to the Brody File here in Green Bay, Wisconsin, the home of the Green Bay Packers. Lambeau Field. That was Steve Jacoby taking the Chiefs head off of my head. He's a Chicago Bears fan. By the way, speaking of Chicago, let's travel down 2 hours south on, what is it, Steve? 94, 894? I don't know what it is. It's some sort of highway down there. Anyhow, we head to Chicago. We go inside Obama headquarters. But before we show you that, I want to show you the president, because he's all over the country now speaking about the Republicans and the choice ahead in the fall.
They want to go back to the days where Wall Street played by its own rules. They want to go back to the day when insurance companies could do whatever they wanted to. They want to go back to the days where they want to continue to spend trillions of dollars on tax breaks for the wealthiest individuals in America, even if it means adding to the deficit, or gutting education, or gutting investments in clean energy, or hurting Medicare. Their philosophy is simple. You are on your own. You're on your own. You know, if you're out of work, can't find a job, tough luck. You're on your own.
Now, as for Obama headquarters, we went into their spiffy location. I got to tell you, it's in a high-rise building. It's beautiful. It's state-of-the-art. We got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of MacBook Pro stuff. I mean, this is state-of-the-art. They are serious about when it comes to social media and reaching out to the younger generation. It's something that John McCain and the Republicans did not do a good job in 2008. And Romney and the folks are really going to have to match him in 2012 if he is the Republican nominee. Anyhow, here's a little bit of, you can see inside campaign headquarters, but then we talked to Ben Mabolt, communication advisor for the campaign.
So I was going around here and Katie was giving us a tour. I said to myself, if the Romney or whoever campaign, let's just assume it's the Romney campaign, if they could take a look at what's going on here, they have their work cut out for them. Wouldn't you say so?
Well, you know, it's interesting. The Republicans built a very strong general election apparatus in 2004 for the Bush re-election campaign, and that was tough for Democrats to go up against. But it seems like they've bet against that this time, and they're trying to win this whole thing on the air. And, you know, I think you've seen a very negative, pessimistic Republican primary campaign where instead of outlining their vision for the nation, we've really seen them tear each other down and tear the president down. And you need to do more of that to be elected president. You need to offer an affirmative vision to the American people. The president's been out there every day fighting to restore economic security for the middle class and to create jobs, and that's not what we've heard from the Republican side.
Give us some of the biggest differences that you've seen from 2008 in the campaign infrastructure, if you will, to what you see in 2012, right?
Well, I think one difference is there's a lot more integration between the field team, who are empowering our volunteers to talk to their networks on the ground, and the digital team. And so, you know, many more of those communications are taking place online than they did in 2008. But, of course, those are changes we're seeing across the country, certainly in the news. You know, Twitter had barely come onto the radar during the last campaign, and now what used to be a 24-hour news cycle moves much quicker, as you're well aware, and take advantage of day to day.
A little peek inside Obama campaign headquarters in Chicago. Look, we want to run some numbers by you, and it's not good news for Mitt Romney or the Republican candidate, quite frankly, whoever that ends up being. It's probably going to be Romney. But take a look at this. President Obama at 51% in the swing states in this country, beating Romney 51 to 42. Now take a look at this. Women under 50, Obama is over the 60% threshold. He's at 60 plus. Romney at about 30%. Memo to Boston. You got some catching up to do, and put Ann Romney on the campaign trail as much as you possibly can. All right, all of those numbers bring us to this week's Brody File commentary. Look, Republicans want to defeat President Obama in the fall. We all know that. But this is going to be serious heavy lifting. First of all, let's look at the personalities of President Obama and his most likely challenger, Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney, not the most personable guy in the world, not so much like John McCain, like angry or anything like that, but he doesn't relate very well to people. President Obama, look, he relates well. He sings well. He's hip. He's cool. He's Jay-Z. He's got that whole dust off the shoulder thing. He's got it working. Here's the other problem the Republicans have. The Democrats, especially President Obama, will go around the country and try to demonize Paul Ryan, his budget, Romney, the whole Republican Party, saying they're ready to throw grandma off a cliff. It's very easy to do, and I can expect, and I think we're going to see a lot of that come 2012. This is going to be very difficult for the Republicans to pull off, not to mention the fact that the Obama campaign really does do well with young people. And though they might not do as well with young people in 2012, there are some folks that are disenfranchised, just very frustrated at the Obama campaign. The truth of the matter is they've got the apparatus from a social media perspective to get the job done.